Hello, we're live. Welcome to my channel. My name's Joe, where I help you make better coffee and give you honest reviews. Today, this is going to be a three-part series in reviewing all of the top super automatic espresso machines before the Black Friday season is upon us, which is very close. So I'm going to be whipping through a bunch of reviews, and then at the end, we're going to do a big side-by-side between three different super automatics. But we're going to start with the big daddy here. This is the one of the most popular, I think it's the #1 best-selling super automatic espresso machine on Amazon. So I thought let's start there. So this is the Delonghi. They would prefer to say it that way. Anyways, Delonghi Magnifica Evo, and this is the one without the milk frother side piece. I generally don't like those, just because they normally don't get hot enough, and I like the versatility of being able to steam yourself if you don't want to use like the automatic Panarello type functionality that's on here. So it gives you a little bit more flexibility. Anyways, let's go ahead, get it unboxed, set it up, and maybe make one shot of espresso. That will probably be way too watery and not great. But anyways, let's just do it anyways. As always, this was a box in a box. Whoop, don't want to do that. Also, this was not given to me. This was purchased. So if you don't mind, hit the subscribe button because this helps me keep the channel alive to be able to purchase these machines, review them for everybody. So it definitely does help if you do that. So do that. Maybe hit the thumbs up button if you don't mind. Let's get this video out to the masses. All right, so opening up, pretty nicely packaged here. It's got like the sort of foam type cardboard. Oh, it's like folded, it's one piece. So I'm actually gonna flip this. Probably you're not supposed to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Oh, we're good. That was pretty gentle. Yeah, again, pretty nice packaging here. So it has this like little thing, and if you ever want to return it, there's actually handles here, which is nice to be able to put in and out if for some reason you don't like it, or if you go to sell it later on in the future. Keep your boxes, folks. It makes it a lot easier if you ever go to ship it. We are gonna flip it. My wife is very nervous that this is upside down. We're all good though. I think it probably doesn't matter that much. So, again, nicely packaged. It keeps a lot of plastic to keep it safe. No scratches. I'm going to guess this machine has almost no metal on it, like every other super automatic machine out there. Okay, so we are going to get this going. Lots of tape on here. Also, too, if you're with me live, shoot some questions out there if you have questions about this machine or just general questions at all. We love chatting. We love chatting. All right, so I'm just going to take this the blue tape off. It's nice this doesn't actually leave a mark. A lot of times, some of these machine manufacturers will use tape that kind of leaves a mark. It's kind of annoying. We got a little one on this. We got two little ones. Came off pretty easy. Yeah, not too bad. So we got that. We got this other piece here. This looks like a little instruction. Is none of this in English? That's kind of interesting. Okay, literally none of this is in English. Oh, never mind. It's just a lot of words to just say setting up the appliance. Pretty easy. Basically, fill in water, plug it in. Yeah, pretty simple setup. I like going in blind anyways. What's the worst that could happen? All right, so we got this. Again, they did really good job making sure nothing gets scratched. Which It's probably a little unnecessary since everything's plastic. Really, the only thing that's not plastic is the drip tray. Oh, this wand is actually, I think it's covered in metal, which is nice. This is probably plastic.
Good morning. Why are you switching to super automatic?
Oh, I'm not switching to super automatics. If you're one of my subscribers that has been with me for a while, uh, you might know that I normally use a semi-automatic or manual espresso machine. That's my daily driver, but that's because I enjoy making espresso on my own in the morning, and I think that you get better flavor. For anybody that's interested, I have a very good video explaining what the difference is between a pressurized filter basket and a non-pressurized filter basket. All super automatic machines use a pressurized filter basket. Semi-automatic machines and manual machines, those use traditional non-pressurized baskets. So you get kind of a more full-bodied espresso. That's why if you're used to going out to maybe a higher-end cafe or something like that, you might get something. If you get espresso out, it's going to be a little bit stronger maybe than what you're used to out of your super automatic machine, and that's the reason why. Anyways, I'm just purely doing this for people that want my perspective on super automatic espresso machines. And yeah, I think there is a time and place for every machine. I think having this, I don't, I don't hate on super automatics. I don't personally have one as my daily driver, but maybe my parents do. And I know that there's plenty of friends and family members out there that do as well. So I like to make sure they're included on this as well. All right, so this plastic came off. I think that's the last piece of plastic. Also came with some Eco Culp Mini descaler coffee machine. So this looks like coffee descaling liquid. Um, you probably, I don't know if they really do like back flushing on these types of machines, but I would recommend probably if you can pop out the brew unit occasionally, which we're going to find out even if you can. All right, so we got all the plastic off. I actually do like these kind of buttons here. I don't know if Kay you can get in there and kind of show. It does. These are pretty high definition photo type things. They maybe look a little corny, but they don't look too bad. I think it's self-explanatory. You can kind of see what you want, and yeah, looks pretty good. Um, this looks pretty user-friendly. I think I'll be able to figure this out. More coffee, less coffee. Let's take a look at the grinder. Okay, yeah, and then here, real quick too, there's an adjuster here. You can make it more fine or less fine. And I will say, of all of the super automatics I've ever reviewed, and you can go back and see this, one of my top ones is a Terra Cafe. I've reviewed that and compared it to a lot of other machines. But the Delonghi Magnifica eSIM 3300 or 4300, I can't remember which one it is, but that has always made, in my opinion, the best espresso for a super automatic. And I think this is probably going to be the same case here. And it's mostly because they give you a little bit more freedom with your grinder, so you can dial it in a little bit better than a lot of the other espresso machines. Um, so I'm going to plug it in. I'm going to do the first thing. Do we get water in here? Does any of this pop out? I'm going to walk around here and take a look. Okay, so we have a little water thing here. It's clear. I actually do like that because you could tell when you're getting low, especially if it's in a corner. You can easily do that. Oh, and nice. I am happy about this. It looks like you do get access to the brew unit right through there. Great. And you can pull it out, you can clean it. I think that is super necessary. There are some espresso machine manufacturers out there that are going away from that. Um, it's not my favorite thing because it makes it harder to repair. Um, and it also makes it harder to clean. I had a Jura for a long time. That was actually one of my first espresso machines. I had a Jura ENA 6, I think. And the inside, I actually broke it open because the inside would get so disgusting. And moldy because there's, hot, steamy coffee pucks in there. Um, I think this is probably about good. Um, that just get moldy. I mean, even if you if you have a knockout box with a normal espresso machine, those get moldy. The bottom gets moldy pretty quick. Just takes a couple of days, honestly. Um, okay, this is all plugged in.
No beans.
No beans. It wants beans. It says feed me beans. We got beans.
What kind of beans you got?
I got Kicking Horse, Three Sisters. It looks like Ian's got it there. I think I've had this before. It's pretty good. We didn't want to go too nuts for this machine, so we just wanted to kind of get a good idea. Smells good. They're pretty dark, pretty full roast. And I'm going to daily drive this machine along with my other super automatics that we're going to be reviewing. I'm going to try to do that instead of doing my normal thing, just so that I can get a good idea of all these machines when I go to review it. But all right, so it looks like it's still beeping at me. Oh, that makes more sense now. Now it's happy. Let's get this in here. There we go. Boom. All right, so it is initializing. I mean, I don't see anything crazy. It looks like basically every other super automatic. It's got a brew unit. It's got a grinder. Looks like it's... No, I don't think. It doesn't look like it has a cup yet. But this does. This unit. Oh, that has a pretty good distance on it, actually. Not bad. A little lower would be nicer, but this is not too bad. It's probably going to do a little clean out here. What else? We got anybody questioning my espresso machine decisions here? If you have any recommendations too on the super automatics, let me know. I have a few back there that are going to be coming out, and like I said, if you have anything that you're interested in, shoot in the message. Maybe we'll try to buy it to review it before Black Friday for your family or friends or significant other. All right, so it looks like we're ready to make the first shot of espresso here. I'm going to turn up the bean setting all the way. Oh, it's nice. Each one of these can be clicked. Oh, I like that. So you can go on here. I don't know if you got it. Okay, so you can go on here. You can click single bean and bring it all the way back. You can go all the way back to the front. So it's nice that you can do the amount quickly. If you want to do the middle, if you want to do the bottom, if you want to do the top, you can just quickly do that. And then you have the 2x, which generally means if you click on that, it'll make 2 shots of espresso. And actually, it looks like if you hit that 2x, it'll only let you do espresso. It won't let you do a long black or a coffee or an Americano. Anyways, let's go ahead and make our first shot of espresso, do a tasting, and then I'll let you guys go. Obviously, the first couple shots of espresso on these types of machines, a lot of times you have to have a dialing in period. So, or not a dialing in, but kind of a buffer because it's got to get enough coffee in the grinder and all that stuff. So maybe I'll make 2 shots here. I don't know. Depends on how long it takes. Did I already get a warning? I don't know what's going. It's upsetting me. Hopefully I didn't do something wrong. I think it's fine. We're gonna find out, folks. I broke the machine right out of the box. No, I'm just kidding. Come on. Push some water out. Oh. That's actually just water. Okay, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Get that gross water out. Ooh, slow flow here. I might have ground too fine. This is why I like Delonghi though. I like that they're giving me the ability to go too fine and choke. It sounds bad, but it's better that it lets you choke out the machine. That way you can adjust and get a better setup. So I'm going to go back a couple clicks and see if we can get a better flow. So far, DeLonghi, I'm very happy. Even though maybe for the average person this is not a good experience, I'm happy that it gives me the flexibility. All right, let's try one more time. I'm going to do one more shot. If this one doesn't come out good, then not bad. It's definitely over. Tastes over extracted, not very good, but I should time this. But that's all right. Let's see if we get better results. There we go. Okay. It's got kind of a long pre-infusion period here. Nothing. All right, we're definitely choking the machine out. It's probably because I started way too fine at the beginning, and then, yeah, look at that. All right, I'm just going to stop it and do one more because I did adjust, but because there was probably already a decent amount of the coffee down there, that's what it is. Honestly, though, this looks pretty dark. I will do one last one. Let's see what we get. That's kind of the downside. That's not really a huge downside, but it's one of the downsides with super automatics is that when you're dialing in, you are gonna, because there's a lot of coffee built up behind it. It is gonna take a couple of shots before you get it right. Um, and then on top of that, and this isn't just super automatics, but like the next morning there was some already ground coffee in there. Yeah, this is gonna take a few shots, I think, to get this all worked out of there. I started too fine. I will say though, I really do like that DeLonghi lets you do that. Um, they let you really play around with it and let you go maybe past where you should. But that's the fun of espresso. All right, so that's the last one. I'm not gonna waste too much time. This shot was not that great. We'll get it all dialed in and come back with a full review and comparison. I also bought I think it was a Kappa Latte or something like that. And then I also got a Gaggia, another Gaggia Super Automatic. So that'll be the two big, Italian brands with super automatic machines. Anyways, any last questions before we close out the day? Let's see what we got. Nothing, maybe something. Nobody? All right, sounds good. So that'll conclude it. Initial setup, unboxing. We'll come back with a full review and everything. Have the coffee actually dialed in, and we'll show you that later. Anyways, before we close though, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Helps a ton. Keeps us buying machines, and we'll catch you in the next video. Peace.